Elimination Chamber 2023 was an absolute banger of a show. We're going to be talking about it, reviewing it, and just basically critiquing it in this video. It's going to be a full play-by-play, every match that happened, everything that happened, including the Roman and Sammy stuff. I am joined by Wrestling Figure Mania.
Hello.
As well as
Brother Dink.
And this is going to be very exciting. They're going to be my special little guests as I go through the setup here today and talk about Elimination Chamber 2023. So let's do it. Oh my God! Oh! Moving into our opening match, it was the 6-women Elimination Chamber match. Of course, the winner moving on to WrestleMania to face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championships. The participants were Nikki Cross, Natalya, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Asuka, and Fabulous Carmella. This was a pretty solid 6-women Elimination Chamber match. Highlight of the match had to have been the sunset flip from Liv Morgan to Raquel Rodriguez off of Asuka. It was freaking insanity, but in the end, it came down to 2 superstars, Asuka and Carmella. And Asuka was able to tap out Carmella. And I'm like, oh my goodness, Asuka's going to be facing Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Thoughts on this?
It was solid. It wasn't like a super flashy or amazing chamber. It was just kind of a pretty basic match. There was nothing bad. There was a few like cool spots that they did. The sunset flip was pretty cool. I know you guys were expecting Raquel Rodriguez to take the dub.
Yeah, I thought Raquel had it.
Didn't end up happening. Yeah, I liked it, you know.
Overall, it was a solid opener. What'd you think, Dink?
It was a great match. I wasn't really expecting much out of this, but to open up the show, start the show up, like, absolutely, it was a great match. Natalya performed a lot better than I thought she would.
Natalya did actually pretty decent. But yeah, highlight of the match was Liv Morgan's sunset flip. But I would have loved to see Raquel win this. Honestly, Asuka, I feel like she gets every single opportunity. But yeah, hopefully she dethrones Bianca at WrestleMania because I'm getting a little sick and tired of Bianca. Let's go Asuka, baby. Jumping into our next match right after the Women's Elimination Chamber match, it was Brock Lesnar going one-on-one with the almighty Bobby Lashley. Almighty versus Beast one-on-one for the 3rd time. Will we see it a 4th time? Possibly. This match wasn't half bad. To be honest, though, this entire match was just a finisher fest. Spear, F5, spear, F5. That's how it went. Up until the end, Bobby Lashley locked in the Hurt Lock, and then Brock Lesnar knew he couldn't get out. So he low-blowed Bobby Lashley, and the ref disqualified Brock Lesnar, making Bobby Lashley the winner. And then Brock goes ham on the referee. He goes ham on Bobby Lashley, sends him literally through the announce desk, and then he F5s the referee again for a 2nd time on the announce desk parts. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Brock Lesnar went ham, even though he lost. Thoughts on this?
This match would have been a lot cooler 16 years ago.
Definitely.
I don't know why he decided he wanted to beat up the referee, though. Like, I mean, it wasn't like he very obviously low-blowed
it was a
him.
disqualification. It's not like he tried to hide it, or he did it so blatant. It was right in front of the ref.
Like, it just made no sense why he got so mad and just felt the need to do that. Like,
right.
Maybe they're going to do like a suspension angle again or something with him where it's like, he laid his hands on a WWE official, you can't do that. But that made no sense to me. And Lashley, Lesnar isn't a very long form match type unless he's like absolutely killing the guy for most of it. And Lashley has been a pretty boring wrestler for most of his career. So, I mean, it was the right move to just do like a pretty like short, like 5-minute match where they just kind of finisher each other over and over. But nothing really too memorable about it. And this match seemed very unnecessary.
Dink?
To be totally honest, I did not like this match at all.
It was boring.
I just don't like the finisher-based matches where they just keep hitting finishers. I just think it's really boring, really repetitive. I feel these guys could put on a really good show if they were to just have a good old-fashioned one-on-one
match.
Just punching, wrestling, all that kind of grapples, everything. Bobby Lashley did his famous move into the post. It's so underrated, but it's such a good move. I just feel it could have been way better. I think it is going to go on to WrestleMania, and I hope that is the end of this rivalry.
Very similar with Dink. Too many finishers in this match. I would have just preferred a just solid wrestling match. Like Dink said, I love that super underrated fireman's carry into the steel post by Bobby Lashley. I would have loved to have seen that. But the disqualification ending, I guess Triple H just wants to continue this rivalry. I don't think that's the right move. Like they said, like the commentator said, this is the 3rd match between the two. And, it's the 3rd mid-match in a row. It's like, it's not good, in my opinion. Jumping into the next match, it was the mixed genders match between Edge and Beth Phoenix going up against Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. This was a pretty okay match, in my opinion. I'm personally not the biggest fan of these mixed gender matches. I just don't find them entertaining. That's just my personal opinion. But as far as the action between Edge and Beth, pretty solid. Edge hit the execution on Finn Balor to pick up the victory after Dominic tried to get involved multiple times. And also, Beth Phoenix hit that freaking awesome glam slam on the outside to eliminate Rhea Ripley out of the equation while Edge could hit the execution. Beth Phoenix and Edge pick up the victory. Thoughts?
I wasn't really paying too much attention to this one. These mixed tag matches aren't.
I don't like them either.
They're just special. I mean, I heard people say that the mixed tag challenge that they did a few years ago was good, but I just can't really think of too many matches that I've liked of this match type.
Yeah.
It's just kind of more of the same.
And especially the botched 4 count.
Oh, yeah.
That was so just too obvious. I was like, no, because Beth Phoenix was supposed to break up a pinfall, and she just was too late to it.
So I had to kind of half kick out of it.
Literally at 4. I'm like, oh my God, is that over? I was like, what?
It was very noticeable.
Very.
Like somebody messed up. But it's what
it happens. It's live television. You're gonna see the stuff like that. Brian, what'd you think of this one?
If you may have seen the prediction video, link in description, card in top right, you may have not thought that I was gonna be that much into this match, but I genuinely enjoy this match a lot more than I thought I would. I don't know. I just love the moveset. I love how Dum Dum got kind of interrupted this match. Edge focused a lot on him and not really on Finn Balor.
Chased him away.
I love how the crowd was so hyped because Edge is from Montreal. It was just a great match.
Canada.
Montreal.
Know where Montreal was.
But I thought it was a good match. A lot better than I thought it would be. And yeah.
Totally. Jumping into the men's elimination chamber match, it was Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, and Damian Priest, all going up against each other in the elimination chamber match for the United States Championship that Austin Theory currently holds. This match was amazing. I want to give a massive shout out to Montez Ford. This man did absolutely amazing, especially in singles action. I know Noah, he was mentioning that he hasn't seen Montez Ford in a while in singles action. Normally sees him in tag action. And to see Montez Ford perform how he did, it was just amazing.
Yeah, Montez Ford, he's gonna be something special. I've never really seen too much of him as a single star, or even as a tag team member, because I just haven't been watching the show for a little bit. But man, can he do some cool stuff in this match? He played with a lot of, he had a lot of heart in this match, and he connected with the crowd a lot. And I'm glad that they gave him the moment at the end when he got carried out. So
the
crowd
medical
could
doctors.
give him an applause for that.
A great touch by Triple H
when
there.
he ends up being a single star, man, he's going to be something special.
It was absolutely amazing. In the end, we did see everybody get eliminated, but besides Seth Rollins and Austin Theory. And then Logan Paul rushes in the elimination chamber as they're trying to get Montez Ford out of there because the door was still open. So he goes in there. He does a buckshot lariat better than Hangman Page and takes out Seth Rollins. And then Austin Theory was able to hit the A-Town down. Seth Rollins was screwed over by Logan Paul, setting up for their match at WrestleMania. And Theory retains the United States Championship. Dink, what do you think about this one?
For this match, first, before I even talk about the match, I gotta say, just shout out to Triple H. Quick thinking with how the crowd was reacting with Montez Ford's great performance in this great match. Triple H giving the idea of the crowd just getting more into the match, possibly in the future giving Montez Ford his own singles shot, maybe an IC title, United States Championship. But going on to the fact that Logan Paul kind of interrupted this match, I did not like that, even though Theory was kind of staying undercover the entire match, not really that much kind of showing or anything like that. I thought it was a great match, though. Logan Paul, not good. I'm glad Theory took the victory, though.
Are they
Absolutely.
really gonna have Seth Rollins face Logan Paul at WrestleMania?
That appears to be the WrestleMania match, and I'm honestly not looking forward to it. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
He's a main eventer, dude.
He needs to be in the
wasted.
He needs to be in it.
Listen, Logan Paul, he's been impressive. He's done better than a lot of celebrities that have come into wrestling.
No doubt about it.
He was pretty impressive when he was in the Rumble, but for somebody like Seth Rollins, who is a main event star and should be, in something bigger, it just
in
feels a
the
little
main
bit,
title picture, basically.
Yeah, but both belts are being used for
right.
this, so if the match is good, then fine, but I'm still not 100% sold on Logan Paul yet being involved with WWE. I guess we'll have to see. But
we'll have to see. But as far as this match goes, another honorable mention. I want to mention that Hurricane Rana that I believe Gargano
That was
did
amazing.
off the
That
top
spot,
of the
dude.
pod.
Gargano to
I've
Seth
never
Rollins.
seen anything
Yeah,
like that.
Gargano to Rollins. They landed on
Yeah.
everybody. It looked like Gargano literally died. I
thought it was
loved
gonna
that
powerbomb.
spot. There was some great stuff from Ford, like we already said. I enjoyed Bronson Reed in this match. Everybody did amazing. It was a team effort to make this match amazing. And seeing Austin Theory come out on top, honestly, I'm all for it. That was a good little setup by me right there. Sheesh. Jumping into the main event of the show, it was Roman Reigns going one-on-one with Montreal's own Sami Zayn, the former honorary Uce, and now he is here facing his former tribal chief. This was a great match. Sami Zayn's ovation from the crowd was amazing. Obviously, he returned with his old music that he used to come out to, Worlds Apart, I believe it's called, and it was great. He came out, oh, you guys already know how that goes. And then before Roman and Sami could even touch each other, it was like 8 minutes of standing around just soaking it in. F you, Roman. Let's go, Sami. Crowd is not split whatsoever. They are fully focused, and they want Sami winning this match. But what happened? Sami didn't win. But how did we get to that moment? Jimmy Uso comes out after the ref gets knocked down, starts attacking Sami Zayn. The ref gets knocked down again after Roman goes for the pin. Here comes Jay.
Wait, really fast. 4 super kicks, 1 frog splash, and Sami Zayn still kicked out.
Absolutely. Here comes Jay now. Which side is Jay going to come out on? This is exactly what I predicted. You got Sami on one side, Roman on the other. Very reminiscent to the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns hands Jey Uso the chair. You hit Sami. You hit Sami. And then he starts pushing him around. It maybe looks like Jay's about to hit Roman with the chair. But then, before he can, Sami accidentally spears Jey Uso when he was going for Roman. He was going for Roman, and he speared Jey Uso, so that's going to leave that relationship up in the air. And then right after that, Roman Reigns is able to hit the spear, I believe he did. Didn't he hit a spear?
Yep,
Yes, he did.
He hit the spear on Sami Zayn right after that to pick up the victory, and it left the Montreal crowd silent. I enjoyed this match, personally. I did. A little slow to get started. I know Noah was saying it would be a little hard to watch, like rewatch, because it was a little slow to get going. But I felt like it needed that part because, like, of course, it's his hometown. You got to soak it in. The wife on ringside was cool. Seeing Roman approach the wife of Sami Zayn and have them have an emotional moment there. To see Sami Zayn lose is obviously really disappointing, but I don't know if it's over between the two. And then Kevin Owens, of course, came out after the match after they were trying to take out Sami. So maybe Kevin and Sami maybe join as a tag team to take out the Usos. But first we got to figure out which side Jay lies on. Is it the Bloodline? Is it Sami? Thoughts on this?
Did you know this match was in Canada? Oh my goodness. The ovation that he got was on par with like CM Punk in Chicago. Like, man, that was loud. I did think this match was a little bit slow to get going, but I was telling them, I was like, I love storytelling like this in wrestling. Like, this is why I watch it, is for stuff like this. And it definitely did a lot for that. I thought the wife and kids at ringside was a little bit, unnecessary. I feel like the story had enough already that it didn't really need that aspect. Because, like, I know WWE likes to do that a lot where they, like, he'll like, chokeslam his dad or something. He'll be like, it's personal now for whoever that is. So, but, yeah, I mean, I did like this match a lot. Sami Zayn, I love the kickouts in this match.
Oh, my gosh,
Every
the
single
kickouts.
one was, like,
Right there.
2.999.
Oh, yeah.
And then they would just barely get
It's
the
great.
shoulder up. God, and that's a lost art of wrestling, honestly. I love that stuff. I thought it was cool that we didn't learn where Jay was gonna side.
I loved that. We kept us thinking.
It was definitely a cliffhanger, and I thought there was gonna be more resolution, but this is definitely more of like a leading us on kind of thing.
Yeah, leaving us with a cliffhanger.
It's definitely gonna be like KO and Sami versus the Usos at Mania, and then Roman versus Cody. But this Sami Zayn stuff, like, I really hope they keep this going at least for a few more months, because this is like the best that we've seen in a long time from him. And yeah, like, I mean, this is the Sami Zayn we always knew we could get. Back in NXT, like, that dude was so special, and like, I remember thinking he could be the next Daniel Bryan, and then he gets hurt. And to see him finally be that big baby face that we knew he could be, I've just been waiting for so long to see that out of him.
I thought this match was absolutely great. A bunch of different perspectives I saw of this. More throughout the whole Double Line story with Sami Zayn. And there, Roman Reigns always talked about providing for his family. And I loved how right when Sami Zayn had a title shot against Roman Reigns, his family was on the side. I loved how Roman Reigns incorporated his family.
I did enjoy that.
He's like, you know what? You're not providing for his family. Your husband's a failure. And all this different stuff. It just made, like, kind of like the vibe of it all, like, super, like, personal, you know? And the crowd, like, understood, like, how Sami Zayn was feeling. When it came to the Jimmy, I understood all that, you know, of course, cheating and all that stuff. I wonder where Solo was, though.
Yeah, Solo
was not-
Sikoa wasn't here.
Very notable, like, left out of this.
Yeah,
show.
the wise man got taken out. We all know that.
Oh yeah, I thought it was cool
By
like,
Kevin Owens.
It's,
after
I
the
wonder
match.
if they're gonna build on how Paul Heyman was immediately was like, I don't want to be with him. I want to be with you, Kevin Owens. I don't want to.
Maybe Roman actually
Yeah.
advises that and like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what'd you say when we were
Like,
there
I hope they don't
at the
just,
chamber?
Yeah, I hope they just. I hope they don't do nothing with that.
Yeah, and just
Like, I hope
disregard
they
it
make
like
that-
nothing.
Like I hope they make that into something. Because Paul Heyman, that's how he's always been. It's like as soon as he's about to get beat up, he's like, no, I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend. And I love to see Roman Reigns just be like, hey, you know, what the heck, dude.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like they won't just because there's already enough going on in the storyline. But that was something cool I liked.
That was for sure. Yeah, totally.
But then when it came back to Jay, like, getting into, like, the fight...
Where does he lie?
It was the same exact thing that happened in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Roman
very
Reigns
reminiscent.
kept pressuring him. He kept pressuring Sami
Bullying.
Zayn, just like he did for Jay this time.
Yep.
And Jay kind of got in his face as soon as he pushed him up against the ropes. He kind of stood back face to face with
Maybe
Roman
Jay
Reigns.
was going to pull the trigger on
Yeah.
Roman, but Sammy just inhibited that.
Yeah, I mean-
Unfortunately,
Well, right
it
before
was,
that-
you know.
They made it look like it because like Jay was like holding the chair and Roman was like his back was to him and he was like half bent over like basically asking for it and he didn't do it and I was like, oh man.
We could definitely all agree that was incidental contact.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Jay.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I hope they don't make that into like he always mad at Sammy for that because like
Yeah, he actually tried to hit him.
because that's stupid. But like I can't believe they made us like. I can't believe they were able to differentiate between the Usos. Like they're each their own individual person. They never did that before. They were always just Samoan brothers.
That was cool.
Like I like that they did that. You know, you never really see that a lot of the Usos. So I like that aspect of this storyline. Out of 10, I'd definitely give the show a solid maybe 6.5 out of 10. There was a few filler matches definitely that felt unnecessary, but the chamber match was very good, and the main event was really solid storytelling. Overall, I mean, that's what we expected out of this show. These B shows, you can't really expect every match to be a 5-star classic, but I liked what we got out of it, so it was a solid show.
So for my rank for this, I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10. 6.5 is all the 6 and below is a little too low. I loved both the changer matches, the main event. I actually did like that mixed tag team match. Love to see what they're gonna do later on with the Jey Uso and all that rivalry. Of course, continuing it because the longer it lasts, the more you're able to build on other storylines for the WWE. Love the show in general. 7 out of 10.
I'm going to be ranking the show out of 5, only because I like doing 5 more. I'm going to give the show a solid 3 out of 5. I feel like a 3 out of 5 is a great ranking for this show. Women's Chamber, enjoyed it. Brock Bobby, mid is crap. Mixed gender match with Edge, Beth, Rhea Finn. I wasn't the biggest fan of it personally. The freaking men's elimination chamber was absolutely off the chain. I love that match. And Roman Sammy was on another level as well. I really enjoyed that match, and I'm just so freaking interested to see what they're gonna do with Jay and why Solo wasn't there. Are they gonna maybe, take a venture into that, what Paul Heyman said to Kevin, oh, I wish I was with you, or I respect you. Just the possibilities are endless with what they can do with the bloodline, and it's insane, dude. Like, this was so cool. It actually got a bunch of emotion on me. I was like, oh my god, what is gonna happen? Oh my god, there's Jay. Oh my gosh, there's Jimmy. Like, oh, is Solo gonna come out? It was just so awesome. And I love that. I love when wrestling can like really just get you into it and be like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Not just sitting there like, okay, there's that dude. Okay, there's that guy. No, like, oh my gosh, there's the next guy. That's when wrestling. That's when you know it's special. But overall, like I said, 3 out of 5 for the Elimination Chamber here in 2023. Peace, guys.
I love this guy.
Woo! But yes, guys, that has been our full review and thoughts on the Elimination Chamber 2023. You guys could let me know what you guys thought of the premium live event down in the comments down below. Also, smash a like in the video. I want to thank Wrestle Figure Mania for coming over, watching the show with us, as well as
Brother Dink.
Brother Dink, guys. But yeah, guys, that was Elimination Chamber once again. Let us know what you guys thought about the show in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed this new form of doing these review videos here for the premium live events. We'll see you guys next time.
Brother Live.
Figure Mania.
And Brother Dink.
Out. Let's go.